I never meant to snoop. Mom's computer sat open on the kitchen counter, her email inbox glowing in the dim evening light, while she took one of her restorative naps. The subject line caught my eye before I could look away. Royal Caribbean Cruise confirmation. Final payment required. My fingers hover over the keyboard. I shouldn't, but something in my chest tightens. A familiar knot of suspicion I've spent years trying to ignore. I click. The confirmation details load, bright and cheerful against the white screen. 3 passengers: Diana Evans, Summer Evans Cooper, Tom Cooper. Luxury Bahamas cruise. 7 nights. Departure date: the 15th of June. My hand flies to my mouth. The 15th of June. The exact date I'm supposed to be leaving for Italy. The Italy trip I've been saving for since college. The one I mention at every family dinner. The one Mom told me I should probably reconsider given her health concerns. Oh God, I whisper, scrolling through details of their ocean view suite, prepaid excursions, and premium drink packages. My vision blurs. They're going on vacation without me. Again. My hands shake so badly I can barely scroll down to the payment details. $3,000 per person. Money from the family fund I contribute to every month. The memory crashes over me like a wave. 8 years old, standing at the living room window, nose pressed against glass as Dad loaded suitcases into our old station wagon. Summer, 13 and already calculating, tossing her beach toys in the back. "See ya, sis," she called, not even looking back. Mom's hand on my shoulder, squeezing just a little too tight. "Next time, sweetheart, someone has to watch Buddy." Buddy, our ancient retriever who somehow needed constant supervision during their beach trips but managed fine when they went to restaurants or movies without me. There was never a next time, just different excuses. Something hot and tight claws up my throat. This isn't childhood anymore. I'm 27. A grown woman who gave up her apartment to move back home when Mom called sobbing about mysterious symptoms the doctors just couldn't figure out. The apartment in downtown Tampa. The one with the tiny balcony where I drink coffee every morning, watching the sun rise over the bay. The one that represented the first time in my life I'd ever truly been free. Gone. Along with my security deposit. And the movers I paid rush fees to. All because Mom couldn't possibly manage alone while waiting for test results. Test results that somehow never materialized. An illness that mysteriously improves whenever she wants to go shopping with Summer, but becomes debilitating when there are bills to pay or groceries to buy. My breathing comes fast and shallow now. I scroll back through the email, looking for something, anything that might suggest I misunderstood. A note about my ticket being sent separately. A mention of another room reserved in my name. Nothing. I close the laptop, gripping the counter edge as the kitchen spins around me. Behind me, the refrigerator hums, covered with photos of Summer's family vacations. The Poconos last year. Myrtle Beach the year before. Mom beaming between Summer and Tom in every shot. Not a single picture of me. I take 3 deep breaths, just like my therapist taught me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. The room steadies. This isn't a surprise, not really. Just confirmation of what I've suspected for years. What friends have gently suggested. What my boss raised an eyebrow about when I requested emergency family leave. My purse sits on the counter, and I reach for it with steady hands now. Inside, tucked into the zippered pocket, is my Italy confirmation. Florence, Rome, Venice. 2 weeks of art and history and food that doesn't come with a side of manipulation. I've been planning to tell them tonight. Preparing for the guilt, the medical emergencies that would surely arise the moment I announced my trip. Now I won't say a word. Let them think I don't know. Let them plan their secret getaway while I prepare for mine. I hear Mom's bedroom door open, her slippered feet shuffling down the hallway. "Lyra, are you home, sweetie? I'm feeling a bit weak. Could you make dinner tonight?" I slide the laptop back to where she left it and straighten my shoulders. "Sure, Mom," I call back, my voice surprisingly steady. "I'll take care of everything." And I will. Just not the way she expects. Not this time. Not ever again. The next day, as I slept over since my mother is too sick to do anything on her own, the vacuum roars as I clean Mom's study, a task she's suddenly too weak to handle. My shoulders ache from 3 hours of scrubbing bathrooms she claims make her dizzy. Funny how her vertigo disappears when Summer suggests lunch at Bella's Italian. I bump the desk, knocking a stack of papers to the floor. As I gather them, a familiar logo catches my eye. First Federal Bank, our family fund statement. The vacuum dies with a whine as I yank the plug. Something tells me to look. Really look. I sink into Mom's leather chair, unfolding the statement with trembling fingers. The numbers swim before me, then snap into horrifying focus. My name, $300, monthly automatic transfer. Mom's name, $50, manual deposit. Summer's name, $50, manual deposit. What the hell? I whisper, flipping through previous months. Same pattern, every single month. The file cabinet behind me contains every financial record Mom has ever kept. I yank open the drawer marked Family and pull out the accordion folder labeled Vacation Fund. Inside, a handwritten ledger details every withdrawal in Mom's perfect penmanship. Myrtle Beach condo deposit, $900. Summer's new refrigerator, $1,200. Cruise excursion package, $750. Tom's golf lessons, $480. My throat closes as I flip page after page. Years of entries, thousands of dollars, my dollars. Behind the ledger, I find photos of Summer's kitchen renovation, the one she bragged about last Thanksgiving. The granite countertops I complimented, the custom cabinets I admired, all paid for with my money. The house creaks above me, Mom shifting in her bed during her afternoon recovery time. The same recovery that miraculously ends when Summer arrives with shopping bags. My phone buzzes. Maggie from work. Hey, did you finish that Henderson proposal? She asks. I just found out I've been funding my family's vacations for years. I blurt. I put in 6 times what they contribute, and they've been using it for cruises I'm never invited on. Silence stretches across the line. That's not family, Maggie finally says, voice hard. That's fraud. Her words unlock something in my chest. Fraud. Not family obligation. Not daughterly duty. Fraud. Come stay with me, she continues. This weekend. We'll figure it out. I can't, I say automatically, then catch myself. Actually, why not? Mom has Summer to help. Exactly. And listen, talk to Reynolds. He likes you. He'll work with your Italy schedule. After we hang up, I drive to my old neighborhood. Mrs. Winters waters her roses just like she did when I was 8, watching from my bedroom window while my family packed for their trips. Lyra. Her face brightens. What brings you by? I settle on her porch swing, the chains creaking familiar comfort. Mrs. Winters, did my family often go on vacation without me when I was little? She stops watering, her expression shifting. Oh, honey, I remember watching you wave from the window. Your little face. I asked your mother once why you never went. She said you preferred staying home. I was 8, I whisper. Her weathered hand covers mine. I know. Back home, Mom's car is joined by Summer's silver SUV. I brace myself as I enter. There she is. Mom calls from the dining room. We were just about to call you. The table is set with the good china Mom signal for serious conversations. Summer and Tom sit side by side, her face arranged in concerned sister mode. Tom studies his water glass, unable to meet my eyes. We need to discuss finances, Mom says, patting the chair beside her. Times are tight. I slide into the seat, noticing the financial statements strategically placed by Mom's plate. The cruise confirmation nowhere in sight. Summer and I were talking, Mom continues, voice quivering with practiced worry, with my medical bills and everything else we need to pull together. Summer nods, reaching for Tom's hand. Family has to support each other in hard times. We know how excited you are about Italy, Mom says, her eyes wide with manufactured sympathy. But maybe now isn't the best time. If you could contribute what you'd spend on that trip to the family fund instead. The air thickens. My lungs strain against my ribs. I think of the ledger, the photos, the years of betrayal. What about your cruise? I ask. The room freezes. Tom chokes on his water. What cruise? Mom asks, voice too high. The Royal Caribbean Cruise, the 15th of June, Ocean View Suite. The one you, Summer, and Tom are taking the exact same week I'm supposed to be in Italy. Summer's eyes dart to Mom, a silent signal passing between them. Where did you hear? Summer begins. I saw the confirmation email, I interrupt. I know about the family fund too. How I contribute 6 times what either of you do. How you've been using my money for your vacations, your kitchen remodel, Tom's golf lessons. Tom stares at his plate. Summer's face hardens. You went through our private papers? Mom demands, illness forgotten as color floods her cheeks. Like you went through my Italy confirmation? I counter. The one you said I should consider because of your health concerns? That's different, Summer snaps. Mom needs you here. Mom needs my money, I correct her. There's a difference. The silence stretches between us, thick with decades of manipulation suddenly exposed to light. I'm going to Italy, I say, my voice steady for the first time in years. And when I get back, we're going to have a very different conversation about this family fund. I stand, leaving my napkin crumpled on the china plate. Behind me, Mom begins to cough the same theatrical hack she uses when bills arrive. This time, I don't turn around. The next morning, Mom's tears follow me to the kitchen as soon as I wake up. They fall with practiced precision, right on cue. After all I've done for you, she sobs, clutching her cardigan closed like armor. I raised you alone after your father left. I sacrificed everything. I place my coffee mug on the kitchen counter, careful not to slam it despite the heat rising in my chest. The morning sun streams through the windows, illuminating dust motes that dance around us like the half-truths that have filled this house for years. Mom, I booked this trip a year ago. I've mentioned it at every family dinner. When you know how my health is? Her voice rises, trembling perfectly. The doctor said stress could trigger another episode. The mysterious doctor. The unnamed condition. The conveniently untraceable medical advice that always materializes when I attempt independence. Summer breezes in, hair perfectly styled despite the early hour. Morning family drama. She chirps, shooting me a knowing look before kissing Mom's cheek. Don't worry, Mom. Some people are just selfish. The barb lands exactly as intended. I bite my tongue until I taste metal. I go to work without saying a word. The following day, at work, my phone buzzes for the 19th time. Another group text from Mom. Having terrible pain today. Summer coming over to help since you're busy with vacation plans. Summer's thumbs up emoji appears seconds later, right on schedule. I switch off my phone and focus on the project in need to finish. Back at home, I continue packing my suitcase, methodically folding each item with precision that would make Marie Kondo proud. The bedroom door flies open without a knock. Mom's having an episode, Summer announces, arms crossed. But I guess your precious trip matters more than family. Funny how her episodes always coincide with my plans, I say, continuing to pack. Never when you need her to babysit or help with your kitchen remodel. Summer's mouth tightens into a thin line. You've changed, Lyra. You used to care about family. I still do. That's why this is so hard. She leaves, slamming the door hard enough to rattle the childhood trophies on my shelf. Trophies from events no one attended. While searching for my passport in the desk drawer that evening, my fingers brush against something familiar. My old diary, the cover worn and faded. I haven't seen it in years. I open it, recognizing my 14-year-old handwriting. Mom and Summer left for Virginia Beach today. Told me someone needed to take care of the house. Again. This is the third vacation this year I've missed. When I asked why I couldn't come, Mom said money was tight. But they bought Summer a new swimsuit yesterday. Entry after entry documents the pattern. Vacations I missed, school events they skipped, promises broken so routinely they ceased being promises at all. Behind the diary sits a shoebox of photos. I flip through them with trembling hands. Summer in Disney World, Mom and Summer at the Grand Canyon, beach trips, mountain cabins, weekend getaways. Not a single photo contains me. My phone rings. It's Dr. Levine, my therapist. How are the boundaries holding up? She asks after I describe the day's events. They're crumbling faster than I can rebuild them. Remember what we discussed about familial manipulation patterns? This escalation is actually a sign you're breaking free. They're panicking. After our call, I contact Marissa, the financial advisor I started seeing 3 months ago. I pulled together those records you requested. She says, over the past 5 years, you've contributed approximately $48,000 to your family's expenses, not including the family fund. That's significantly more than they've contributed, based on the documents you provided. The revelation settles over me like concrete. I'm not the financial burden. I'm the support beam. The confrontation happens at dinner. I hadn't planned it, but when Mom dramatically clutches her chest after I mention my departure date, something inside me snaps. I'm still going to Italy, I say, voice steady despite the earthquake in my chest. Mom collapses into her chair. You're killing me with stress, she wails. Summer jumps up, napkin fluttering to the floor. Are you serious? You're killing Mom with stress, How can you be so selfish? Selfish? The word feels foreign on my tongue. I gave up my apartment to move back here. I contribute 3 times what either of you do to household expenses. I've canceled plans, taken time off work, and rearranged my entire life because Mom said she needed me. Because she does need you, Summer shouts. No, she doesn't. Not medically anyway, just financially. I take a deep breath. I'm going to Italy. I repeat. And when I return, I'm finding my own place. I return to my room, without waiting for their reaction. The next morning, my coworker Maggie helps me load essential belongings into her car. You can store whatever you need at my place, she offers, hefting a box of photo albums. Stay as long as you need after you get back from Italy. Mrs. Winters, my childhood neighbor who watched me grow up alone in a house full of people, calls to offer her guest room until my departure. I always knew you'd find your voice someday, sweetheart. My boss arranges an advance on my commission. Consider it an investment in your mental health, she says. Italy will inspire your designs. Take lots of pictures. In weeks to come, old friends emerge from the woodwork after hearing snippets of my story, offering support and validation I never knew I needed. The final piece falls into place during a private meeting with Mr. Patterson, the family attorney I found in Mom's address book. Miss Evans, I'm glad you called, he says, sliding a document across his desk. This is the deed to your mother's house. I scan the paper, stopping at the names listed as owners. Diana Evans, Lyra Evans. My name is on the deed? I whisper. Your grandmother insisted when she helped with the down payment. She wanted to ensure you always had a home, regardless of your mother's 8 financial decisions. I trace my name on the paper, a strange calm settling over me. Does my mother know I'm aware of this? I'm not at liberty to discuss other clients' knowledge, he says carefully, but I can tell you this document gives you certain legal leverage in any property decisions. That evening, I sit on my bed, finalizing my Italy itinerary while Mom and Summer whisper urgently in the kitchen below. For the first time in years, their hushed conversation doesn't send anxiety spiraling through me. I have options they don't know about. I have power they don't recognize. I booked a private gondola tour in Venice and smiled. I also called my lawyer and arranged the moving on the day of my return with the help of my old neighbor. They will see what I can do. When the day of my Italy trip comes, my fingertips hover over the power button of my phone. One press, and I'm unreachable. The thought sends a delicious shiver up my spine. Final boarding call for Flight 237 to Rome, announces a voice overhead. I tuck my phone into my purse without turning it off. Let them call. Let them panic. For once, the thought of their distress doesn't fill me with guilt, but something lighter, brighter, something that feels dangerously like joy. The flight attendant checks my boarding pass and smiles. Enjoy your trip to Italy. I will, I say, and the certainty in my voice surprises me. I absolutely will. As I settle into my window seat, my phone buzzes. Mom's name flashes on the screen. Then again, and again. I silence it without answering, and watch the missed call count climb to 7 before we're instructed to switch to airplane mode. Summer's texts arrive in rapid succession. Mom is beside herself. You can't just disappear like this. This isn't what family does. Call us right now. The final one lands like a slap. The cruise might be canceled because of you. I laugh out loud, startling the elderly man beside me. I've never felt this weightless before, this unencumbered. Sorry, I tell him, just excited. First time to Italy? He asks. First real vacation of my life, I reply. The plane accelerates down the runway, pressing me back against my seat. As we lift off, something inside me rises too, a buoyant feeling that expands with every foot of altitude we gain. By the time Tampa becomes a patchwork of tiny squares below, I can barely remember why I ever felt tethered there. When the drink cart comes around, I order champagne. Celebrating something? The flight attendant asks as she hands me the plastic flute. I raise it in a solitary toast. My independence. At 30,000 feet, I'm finally free. Back in Tampa, my absence creates exactly the chaos I anticipated. Between naps and movies, I check my emails to find one from Maggie at work. Your mother called claiming you're having a mental health crisis, she writes. Don't worry, we told her you're on approved vacation and perfectly fine. Boss says enjoy every minute. I scroll through Facebook to find Summer's thinly veiled attack. True family stands together through thick and thin. Loyalty isn't something you can just abandon when it's inconvenient. Family first. Disappointed but not surprised. After I arrived in Italy, 3 of Mom's bridge club friends have left voicemails, their concerned tones barely masking their nosiness. "Your mother is just so worried, dear," says Mrs. Henderson. "Perhaps you could call her? Family is all we have in this world." Family. As if that word justifies everything. I open Instagram instead and post my first vacation photo. Me standing outside Rome's Colosseum, sunlight catching my hair, shoulders back, chin high. No filter needed. "First stop on my Italian adventure," I write. Dreams don't wait for permission. The likes and comments flood in immediately. "You look radiant, Maggie. About time you did something for yourself." Mrs. Winters. "This view is everything. More pics, please." My college roommate. Each notification feels like vindication. Each supportive comment like a hand at my back, steadying me. When I check Facebook again that evening from my charming hotel room, Summers Point by Family First post has backfired spectacularly. People who've watched from the sidelines for years are finally speaking up. "Funny, I never see Lyra in any of your vacation photos," writes my high school friend Teresa. "Didn't you just post about booking that cruise last month?" asks Mom's neighbor. The community that once enabled their behavior through silence is finding its voice, and what they're saying sounds a lot like, "We see you now." Before bed, I send a formal email to Mom, Summer, and our family attorney. The subject line reads, "Withdrawal from Family Fund, effective immediately." The body is brief but devastating. This letter serves as formal notice that I am withdrawing from the Evans Family Fund. I have removed my name from all joint accounts and ceased all automatic payments to household expenses. My financial obligations to this arrangement are hereby terminated. For questions, please contact me through Attorney Michaels. 10 Bless. I attach documentation of my signature removal from the accounts, which I arranged before leaving. The final blow. Confirmation that the last automatic payment transferred yesterday. Without my contribution, they're several $1,000s short for through cruise, so they have to give it up. I sleep better that night than I have in years. Dreaming of Florence's domes and Venice's canals while somewhere across the ocean, my mother and sister face the financial reality I've lived with for so long. Actions have consequences. For the first time, those consequences aren't mine to bear. Upon returning, the airport bustles with reunions, but the one waiting for me isn't genuine. I spot them immediately. Mother slumped dramatically in a wheelchair, Summer hovering beside her with rehearsed concern. My shoulders tighten. After 2 weeks of Italian freedom, the sight of them pulls at old strings they think still control me. "Lyra." Summer rushes forward, eyes swimming with manufactured tears. "We were so worried. Mom's been sick with anxiety since you left." Mother reaches weakly for my hand, her grip surprisingly strong for someone supposedly unable to walk. "Sweetheart, I'm so sorry about everything. We've had time to think while you were gone." I allow the hug, noting how quickly Mother's voice shifts from frail to firm. "But we need your help with the mortgage payment. The bank called yesterday, and without your contribution to the family fund." The words wash over me like waves against a seawall built during my time away. I check my watch and smile. "My taxi should be here," I say, stepping back from their embrace. Summer's expression falters. "Taxi? We drove all this way to pick you up." I made other arrangements. A yellow cab pulls to the curb precisely on schedule. Mother suddenly stands from her wheelchair, illness forgotten in her confusion. "What arrangements? You're coming home, right?" I shoulder my carry-on bag. "Yes, to pack." The drive to the house passes in blessed silence, my family following in their car. When we turn onto our street, Mother gasps from the back seat. A moving truck sits in the driveway, 2 professional movers already carrying boxes from the house. "What have you done?" Summer demands as we exit our vehicles. I pull the legal notice from my purse, what I should have done years ago. Inside, the living room has transformed into command central. My attorney's assistant nods professionally from her position by the dining table, stacks of documents organized before her. Mrs. Winters sits primly on the couch, her presence making Mother step back in surprise. "You remember our neighbor from Cherry Lane?" I say. "She's been quite helpful remembering all those times you went on family trips without me." "This is ridiculous," Mother sputters. "Whatever you think." I open a manila folder that was hidden in my room. These are the bank statements for the family fund, showing my monthly contributions of $300 compared to your $50. I place it on the coffee table, then add another. Here's the documentation from your doctor confirming no diagnosis for the mysterious illness that kept me trapped here. Summer's face pales. You had no right to. And these, I continue, placing a printed stack of text messages between them, are the conversations between you two about, and I quote, keeping Lyra on the hook so I'd continue paying bills while you planned vacations. Mother's face hardens, the mask of fragility dissolving completely. You ungrateful child, after everything I've sacrificed. You sacrificed nothing. My voice doesn't shake anymore. These bank records show who supported whom for the past 3 years. I paid 70% of household expenses while you claimed to be too ill to work. I stand tall in the center of the living room, feeling a curious lightness. The movers continue efficiently transferring my belongings to the truck. The mortgage payment notice on the counter is due next week. You'll notice my name isn't on it anymore. I slide the home sale agreement across the table. I'm selling my portion of the house, as is my legal right as co-owner. The proceeds will fund my new condo. Mother lunges for the papers, but my attorney's assistant smoothly intercepts them. You can't do this. Summer shrieks. Where are we supposed to live? How will we afford anything? The same way other adults do, by supporting yourselves. I retrieve the final document from my bag. I've also removed myself from all shared accounts and credit cards, effective immediately. Mother's carefully constructed appearance crumbles. Her face contorts with genuine rage, eyes glittering with fury rather than tears. You think you're so clever, she hisses. You've always been selfish, just like your father, always putting yourself first. Summer steps between us. Mom, don't say things you'll regret. We can fix this. Her voice shifts to the wheedling tone I recognize from childhood. Lyra, be reasonable. Family supports each other through hard times. This isn't family, I say quietly. It's exploitation, and I'm no longer available to be used. The doorbell rings. Mrs. Winters opens it to reveal 3 neighbors I've known since childhood. They've come with casseroles, thinking Mother truly ill a story. Summer apparently spread to explain my absence. Perfect timing, I say, gesturing them inside. Mother was just explaining how her health crisis was fabricated to manipulate me. Summer whirls on Mother. You told me the doctor confirmed your diagnosis. And you told me Lyra agreed to fund your kitchen remodel. Mother snaps back. The neighbors exchange uncomfortable glances as the family dynamic unravels before them. I sign the final paperwork my attorney's assistant presents, while my mother and sister continue their accusations. When the last box is loaded, I take one final look around the house that was never truly a home. Summer is crying now, real tears of panic rather than manipulation. Mother sits rigidly on the couch, already calculating her next move without me as a resource. I walk out with my head high, not looking back at the glass house of lies shattering behind me. The morning sunlight streams through floor-to-ceiling windows, painting golden patterns across polished hardwood floors. I stretch lazily in my reading nook, savoring the ocean view from my beachfront condo. 1 year since I walked away, and sometimes I still catch myself waiting for the familiar weight of anxiety to settle on my shoulders. It never comes. My design portfolio sits open on the coffee table, pages filled with successful projects and glowing client testimonials. 3 new commercial contracts came through last week. Turns out people respect you more when you respect yourself. Look at you, all fancy and successful. Maggie teases during our weekly video call. She's become my closest friend, the one who helped me move when everyone else believed my mother's stories. I laugh, turning my laptop to showcase the travel map hanging on my wall. Next month, Greece. Then, maybe Spain, in the fall. Colorful pins mark completed journeys: Italy first, then Portugal, France. Each one a promise kept to myself. Below the map hangs a framed photo from my housewarming party friends raising glasses, genuine smiles all around. Not a fake expression among them. Your investment account statement arrived, Maggie reminds me. How's the former family fund doing? Growing steadily. No mysterious withdrawals, imagine that. The mailman delivers an envelope that afternoon. Inside, a birthday invitation for my niece, Emma. Summer's handwriting loops across the bottom. Family should stick together. Mom misses you. The old Lyra would have dropped everything, rushing back into their orbit with apologies already forming. The new Lyra orders a beautiful dollhouse online, writes a warm card to Emma, and makes a reservation at a restaurant near Summer's neighborhood. Public places prevent private manipulations. My therapist calls it progress. You're building relationship terms that work for you, she says during our monthly check-in. We focus on my future now, not endless cycles of family fixing. New traditions fill my calendar. Sunday brunches with neighbors, monthly book club at the local library, weekly video chats with friends scattered across the country. My mother still calls occasionally, her voice slipping into familiar patterns of need, but I've learned to recognize the undertow before it pulls me under. Last month, a young designer at work confided about her controlling parents. The words tumbled out: guilt, obligation, sacrifice, so familiar they could have been my own from a year ago. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm, I told her, sharing resources that helped me. The relief in her eyes mirrored what I see in my journal entries from the past year, a record of growing peace. Today, Thanksgiving fills my condo with warmth and laughter. Friends and neighbors crowd around my dining table, passing dishes family style. The chair I once would have left empty, waiting for a reconciliation that never came, holds Mrs. Winters, her silver hair catching light as she chuckles at someone's joke. To chosen family, I say, raising my glass, and to choosing the life we deserve. Later, when everyone has gone, I curl up with my laptop and browse flight options for my spring adventure. Maybe Australia this time. I've always wanted to see the Opera House at sunset. My phone lights up with a text from my mother. We need to talk. I turn it face down without responding and watch waves shimmer in moonlight. Tomorrow will bring its own decisions. Tonight belongs to me. The peace I've found isn't perfect. It's better it's real.